Hi guys, it's Anne Marie, Ball Girl Will Travel, and welcome to a new edition of Team Carryon Pack with Me, where I will show you what I am taking for a 15-day trip to the Caribbean. I'll share more of where I'm going in a later video, but I will just share what I'm taking and how I'm packing. So you can see here, these are the items. There's my Ashton. Ashton's like, has started moping because when she sees a suitcase, she knows I'm going somewhere. So here's what I'm taking. I'm taking a pair of shorts, actually two pairs of shorts. One I'm wearing on the plane. I'm taking my new favorite denim dress, which you see in a picture, and you've probably seen me in social media. It's by Zara. I love this dress. I'm taking it with me. These are my sleeping clothes. And then I'm taking about 7, I think, sundresses. I love sundresses when I'm dealing with hot weather. So I'm taking 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually 8. But again, my rule of thumb is I like to take clothing that's easy to fold. Comfortable for me to wear in. I like how I feel and look in it, and it's easy for me to fold. So those are kind of my rule of thumb. This time, instead of taking one large compression bag, I'm taking 2 because they actually fit better in my suitcase. And my gadgets that I've shared in other videos that I always take with me, pretty much most of the things you see here are going to fit in my large Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I'm actually taking the larger Neverfull that I own rather than my smaller one this time. And you've probably seen a lot of these things in other videos. My trial size stuff. I keep my medication in a separate bag. My noise cancellings that I never go without. My mask. I'm taking a respirator mask and a couple of these masks here. Yes, I will be wearing a mask on the plane. Probably wearing 2 if I hear people coughing. Taking a test. I always like to take at least 1 just in case. And I'm also having one shipped to my friend's house. I'm flying through Houston, so I'm going to stop at a friend's house and pick up a airline approved COVID test to return to the United States. And I'll do a video about that. It's really great. You can do it from home, and the airline will accept it. My toothbrush. These are just all my toiletries. That's my makeup bag there. And just things that I take on my trips. My waist bag. I'm going to wear a waist bag. I always like to have a bag on my person that has my passport and my phone. And I've done videos about, actually I've recently done a video about that, as well as about the importance of keeping those things right on your person. And so I always do that. So in addition to that bag, I always carry a bag on my person. If they tell me that I can only have 1 bag, then I slip that one off, put it in my carry-on to get on the plane, and then I put it back on my waist. I'm taking 4 pairs of shoes on this trip. There's 1 more pair that I'll be taking that's not here because it's on my feet, my favorite Crocs. I go nowhere without them. So I'll be taking my Crocs and these 3 pairs of shoes. And these shoes are super easy to pack. And that's another thing I think a lot about now. So you see, I just fold them in 2 like this. And I just put them in the bottom of my bag like this. And they take very little space. And it's easy for me to just place things on top of it. And then these 2 will be placed along the sides, and you'll see what it looks like when I'm done. And so I'll be taking these 2 purses, and I always take 2 washcloths, and I take a little bag for shopping. You know, I try to avoid plastic bags now, so I always take this bag with me. I put it right in the bottom, right like this, of my bag. And I just put this in the bottom as well, just like that. And I carry an extra one of these in the bottom of my carry-on. I always take washcloths because a lot of times, sometimes when you're traveling and you go to hotels, and I will be staying overnight at a hotel, they do not give you washcloths outside the United States. So I always bring my own. And so that's pretty much what I'm taking. And then I will soon show you how I'm gonna pack these things to get everything into my suitcase. So as you can see here, I am just packing my clothing into the packing cubes. As I said, I like to use items that pack easily, so they fold down pretty flat and easy into the cubes. I put the sundresses in first because they go really flat, and then I put in my bathing suits and cover up my sleeping clothes. The rest of my sundresses that may be a little heavier are going in, and then I'm going to put in the denim, roll those, and put those in last. And these packing cubes are made by the same company that makes the larger one that I used when I was going to Europe, REI, and I'll drop a link in the description of this video. As you can see, they close quite easily, compress quite easily, and will fit into the suitcases nicely. Next step is just getting a couple loose items into the tote bag, and those fit quite easily. And I'm going to leave out my waist belt and my pouch that goes, my money belt that also goes under my clothes. And you'll see that I have really good space left in the bag for extra items like my laptop and my iPad. Finally, we're just going to pop those compression bags nicely packed into the suitcase, along with my toothbrush that'll just sit in the corner. And as you can see, they fit neatly into the suitcase with very little problem. And I'm just going to clip everything closed. And then I'm just going to pack the final items on the other side of the bag, and we'll be done. So the next thing I'm going to do is put in the two purses that I'm going to take, and I'm just kind of going to stack them on top of each other into the suitcase. And that's pretty easy. One little trick I have is I'll sometimes put little loose items inside of the purse that'll be on the top. I'm also taking my umbrella, so you see me slide it in there, and then I stuck a little waist belt into that purse, and then I folded it up, and that one will sit on the top of the bag, but it fits neatly right in there. And then next, I'm just going to put in my toiletries, my little pouch with my prescription medicine in it. I always take a little case with things like sponges, face sponges, Q-tips, things like that. And then I'm going to pop in my makeup bag, and you'll see there I am putting in my makeup bag and my travel size brushes that I always take with my makeup bag. And then finally, I'm putting in my Crocs at the very top. And then I'll put in a couple loose items like my Adalock, which I always travel with and I've talked about in other videos. My flashlight, there it is. My COVID test, my universal electric adapter. I always take that with me. And then I'm done. I'm going to zip the bag up, and you're going to see how easily the bag is going to close. I didn't even really have to force it, just zip it closed. That's one thing I love about this bag. I'm also taking my first aid kit, and I always take that with me. I refill it after every trip, make sure I have everything in it that I need, and then I clip it back onto my bag. And then we just zip the bag closed. And that's it. So we've got my carry-on, we've got my tote bag, we've got my waist bag, and we've got my money belt all set. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.